Okay, I think we are live here. See if everything's going, get everything switched around. Welcome back. This is the last day. This is actually day 5 of our manifesting challenge. Now, remember, I did have it 3 days, but we moved it to 5 days. Now, this is the official last day of our journaling challenge. This is kind of like the 555 technique, but it's really like a hybrid of it. So basically, what I'm doing for 5 days, I'm taking an affirmation and we're writing it over and over and over again on a front page of a notebook and the back page. So that's probably around 50, 55, 60 times. You're writing it over and over and over, one per line, just like we did on day 4. This is day 4 right here, day 3. You can, just in case you're popping in here, day 2, day 1. So I'm actually doing the challenge. This is the last day. And remember, the reason why I moved it from 3 days to 5 days is because when we're writing something over and over and over, I for myself, okay, and this can be for everybody too. You want to get it to a point where, yes, it's memorized, but it's more of a subconscious memorized, meaning that it's a subconscious habit. Think about it that way. Like as I'm writing, my mind will drift off and think about something totally different, but I'm still writing it. Maybe I'm writing, but my mind will drift into when I say money comes to me abundantly and freely, I see it everywhere. My mind will drift into like imagination where it will drift into lifestyle. And I'll find myself really drifting into a lifestyle. I'm not so much focused on what I'm writing, even though I'm still writing it. That's kind of the point where you want to get. And for myself, I felt like I wasn't getting there by day 3. So I extended it to 5 days. So yesterday, day 4, when we were doing the exercise, I felt like I was kind of getting there. So I'll probably 100% be there by day 5. And remember, when we do this challenge, once you're done, I put it away, let the dead bury the dead, move on with your day. Don't hang on to it. You will find that it is okay, completely okay to repeat the affirmation to yourself throughout the day because you'll find it, you're more think about it just naturally. When you think about things naturally, that's when things more come to you. But also remember, anytime I've done these exercises, now this is more of a broad affirmation, but lots of times I've done these exercises where I'm writing something very specific that I want, and it's always come true. So, so just keep that in mind. Writing has power, and that's something we just have to understand. But before we get started here, I do want to apologize. I went live yesterday and the live stream, I think about around 13, 14 minutes, something like that. The live stream kind of aired out. I am in Thailand, by the way. I can't really fix it. Plus, I'm up north. I'm in northern Thailand. So, no matter how good the internet is, no matter I pay for the fastest internet here. So, that it is what it is. Like when this is how I know where the internet kind of goes in and out is when I do live streams or I do Wi-Fi calling like on my phone. All of a sudden my phone, I lose the phone call. So I mean, it is what it is. I can't fix it. So the only thing I can do is apologize. So basically what happens when I'm on live, like YouTube will come up with a kind of warning saying your internet's unstable. But once it shows me that warning, it pretty much stops the live stream. But it doesn't really stop it. It will still look like it's recording. It looks like I'm still live, but it actually stopped it. So I do apologize, but you really didn't miss anything because we are just doing once we start. I mean, I'm putting in commentary here and there, thoughts here and there, but once we start, this is the meat and potatoes of you doing this exercise. You not so much listening to me. But anyway, I just want to apologize for that. But that is something I do notice more just being up north in Thailand is like the internet, the electric, even up here, the electric goes off probably 5 times every month. Okay, no matter what month it is, no matter it can be extremely hot, it goes off, then it goes in rainy season, it starts going off because of the rain. So, but again, I apologize. It is what it is. We got to work around it. I can't let it stop me. I can't let it stop me from going live and stuff like that. But anyway, let's get rocking and rolling. I've been kind of mumbling and jumbling too much here. This is the last day, getting excited. So let's get this. I don't have nothing written here. Let's get this written out and get the show on the road. Okay, money comes to me abundantly and freely. I see it everywhere. Sorry about that. Got something in my nose. He didn't know it was going to be like a comedy show. It's like a and another thing, like it just helps, when you say you're gonna do a 5-day challenge, is actually do it. Actually, and I talk about this a lot in my videos, is following through with things that you say you're gonna do. Okay, bottom line, because you're really programming your subconscious mind that, hey, when I say I'm gonna do something, when I think about I'm gonna do something, I actually do it and follow through with it. Uh because remember, your subconscious, I don't want to get down a rabbit hole because I'll talk a lot about this. Remember, your subconscious mind basically goes by your habits, your patterns you have throughout the day, and how you think. It's just giving you what you give it, bottom line. It's not trying to figure out what's best for you. Okay. No matter if you want to agree with me or not. It's not trying to figure out what's good or bad for you. Okay. It's just literally just giving you what you give it, bottom line. If you give it negative, that's what feeds you. That's what you'll see in your life. Um, but even for me, like I didn't really feel that great yesterday, but I still got on and did this exercise because I said I was going to do it. Okay. I'm holding to my own commitments. Uh, and you really want to get to a point where like when you say something, you your subconscious mind takes you serious. Like when all of a sudden when I say, "Hey, I want my dream car. I want this," then you just doing these little mini little things like you just keeping your commitments. You say you're going to help somebody out, and you do it. You, a lot of you don't understand the power that's in that. Okay, because when you now all of a sudden you want bigger things, again, your subconscious mind takes you way more serious at that point. Okay, that was the front page there. Now we got the back page to do. And the last back page, baby. Okay, money comes to me. If I can spell it right. Abundantly and freely. I see it everywhere. And I was staying a little bit more quiet through this just because, I mean, if I did it by myself, of course, I wouldn't be talking. But but it's just like it kind of gives me a time, like when I'm writing it, my mind will drift, but most of the time, my mind will drift into kind of more just imagination around the whole money comes to me abundantly and freely. I see it everywhere. And just kind of get into that moment, into that state. Especially, I'm a little bit sleepy, a little bit tired because I woke up just a little bit ago. Not done yet, but halfway, halfway, maybe a tiny bit more than halfway. And the kind of doing these exercises, it kind of reminds me of Bob Proctor because one of the things I loved about Bob Proctor is that, I mean, he was doing this kind of work for at least like 50 years before he passed away, maybe even longer than that. Uh, and one thing I really kind of respected him for is because he was really open with like, dude, I study this stuff daily. Like he still like studied and read books and really try to know kind of the secrets to success, the secrets to manifesting at a deeper level. It wasn't he never got to a point where, oh, I'm an expert in this. I don't need to do this stuff no more. I don't need to study no more. You get me on that? And so I just had like with Bob, I just had since he was still alive at the time, uh, I just had tremendous respect for him because lots of times you don't see that kind of that humbleness in a lot of mentors and coaches today in any arena, any field. 5 more times. Woo. Yes. The pin down here. Okay. Got the back page done. This was the front page. And at this point, it's done. We did the 5-day challenge. And at this point, usually what I do, I mean, sometimes I can close the book, stick it in here, let the dead bury the dead. Don't think about it no more. Don't look for it. Don't look for the how. And that's probably the as we sum this up, that's probably the hardest thing not to do is is not to look is not to really look for the how, and because we stay attached to it, especially if something we really want, we stay attached to it. And the reason why it's not coming is because we're staying attached to it, baby. That's bottom line. And being able to train yourself that you do it, you're not attached to it. Okay. Because it's almost like, let's take this phrase, money comes to me abundantly, freely. I see it everywhere. Like if you really believed it, you really believe, well, abundance is mine, abundance is all over the place. Abundance is divine, meaning abundance is in all things. And with these types of exercises, all it does is just help kind of firm that belief in you, because the more you believe it, the more you believe it's true, and the more you believe that abundance is yours, the more you let it go. You know what I mean? It's like if you were already a millionaire and you had $1 million sitting in the bank right now, well, you're not gonna care if you got a flat tire. You're just gonna like, okay, but okay, fix it, whatever. You're not gonna bring no negative emotion to it at all. It's not gonna phase you because you already have the money. You already have it. Okay. So that's kind of that sweet spot, what you're trying to do. You're trying to get into that sweet spot where how you would actually behave and think and do when you already have what you want. Okay. That's kind of that secret sauce, what we're trying to master within ourselves. Because when we already have something, you already have a car right now. It might not be your dream car, but you already have a car. So 100%, if you have your dream car, guess what? You're going to behave the same way you behave right now when you have a regular car. You know what I mean? So it's not anything, you're not going to behave any way different. Okay. That's what you have to understand. That's why I love uh kind of doing these writing challenges, because it really sets a kind of a natural subconscious footprint in our mind. But anyway, guys, just want to share those thoughts with you. We are done. This is day 5. Tomorrow I will go live, but we will start working on this book. We did the first few chapters, but the first few chapters were only a kind of the introduction to the whole book. So we haven't really gotten into the meat and potatoes of this book. But these chapters are really short. Tomorrow we'll be going live, continuing with that. Other than that, tribe, remember, I love you guys, and I'll see you tomorrow when we start diving into U2 or U squared, the book. But peace out, and I love you guys, and I'll see you tomorrow.